At the beginning of Doctor Who's Key to Time season, Robert Holmes, arguably the greatest writer the series ever had, was setting up something intriguing. The Doctor is taken out of time and space and meets somebody we're clearly initially supposed to think is God.
My God is my special friend.
It turns out he's one of the Guardians. These are a couple of powerful beings, and the Doctor is given the task of retrieving the pieces of the Key to Time, an all-powerful device which has been fragmented across time and space. But what is the true nature of the Guardians? Did they enter Earth mythology as God and the Devil? We'll never know now, because the all-important climactic story of the season was made the responsibility of the writing team who gave us the previous season's two turkeys, The Invisible Enemy and Underworld. Robert Holmes, meanwhile, was told to go away and write a story about green people who worship a farting giant squid.
Me made the master farter, put the art back into farting with his custom tailored farts.
He didn't contribute to the series again for another 5 years. Can't honestly say I blame him. In fact, I'm wondering at this point whether the people in charge had lost interest in the Key to Time season and just couldn't care less how it turned out as long as it got made. As a result, the final story is exactly what Robert Holmes was trying to avoid: Star Wars. Any writer worth their salt knew Doctor Who couldn't do Star Wars on a BBC budget, at least not pre-CGI, and so we get a lot of dodgy looking spaceships, military men, some Cold War that's been going on for ages. K9 constantly makes bleep bleep noises until you want to put your fist through the screen, and there's some character who seems to be constantly sucking a stone. There's a villain called the Shadow who chews the scenery. There are at least some good actors in this story, and the idea that the final Key to Time segment is actually a living being is quite an intriguing one. But then we come to the final showdown. The Doctor presides over the Key to Time, which he looks like he just bought in a toy shop, and the evil Black Guardian, initially disguised as the White Guardian, appears. He is played by the ominously voiced Valentine DL. But the big confrontation scene between him and the Doctor is limited to a brief conversation taking place on the TARDIS scanner, and then the Doctor fragments the Key to Time, making it seem like it's all been a complete waste of time anyway. The Black and White Guardians did return a few years later, but by then all their mystery had gone. They were just generic goody and baddie, who for some reason seem to have birds nesting on their heads. The Armageddon factor just seems like a monument to wasted opportunity.
My God really packs them in.